up, y'all? Krusty Train Guy 6 here. I've got a very interesting lot of photographs here that I'd like to unbox and show you guys because they are very historically significant, especially to the area in which I live. So without further ado, I'm going to open this envelope up and see what's inside. I've also got this, which I presume to be a letter opener. If it's not, I'm sorry, but probably didn't even need to use that, but had it just in case. So, as you can see on the back here, these are 3 photographs of Washington and Old Dominion Railroad diesel locomotives. Here's a little card he sent. This is eBay information. So let's go take a look at these one at a time. 2 of them are kind of similar because the locomotives that are shown are similar in model. Let's take a look at the first one. Oh wow, this is a stunning image. It's very clear. So this is Washington and Old Dominion Railroad, Whitcomb 75-tonner number 55. And this is at Alexandria, Virginia, the very last year of operation in 1968. Or 1958, I mean. Wow, okay. The reason I said 1968 is I remembered on the listing for this item that it was listed as being in 1968, but this is a whole 10 years earlier. Quite the difference, but check this out. 1958. Oh, I just realized. It's great. We've got an actual date. October 19th, 1958. This is at Alexandria, Virginia. Alexandria, Virginia was the easternmost terminus of the rail line and was one of the industrial hubs. Nowadays, I don't even think there's any industries in Alexandria served by rails anymore. I think the last one was Robinson Terminal Warehouse in Old Town. But anyway, at this time, 1958, there were still a number of industries that were served by the railroad, and the Washington and Old Dominion Railroad served a number of them, especially in the northern part of the region. So this is at what it appears to be their shop complex and yard complex in Alexandria. I only have one image. It's a slide from 1966 of one of the 44-tonners at the same location, but the area that's shown in the slide isn't very clear, so I'm not really able to discern any details in that. But anyway, talking about this, just take a look for yourself. It's clear. You can see number 55 there in the middle, bright and center in the spotlight. To the left there is a outside braced Chesapeake and Ohio hopper car, and that's actually good symbolism here. Probably unintentional, but cool anyway, because in 1956 the Washington and Old Dominion Railroad was purchased by the C&O to serve what was supposed to be a power plant. I can't remember the exact place it was supposed to be, but doesn't really matter because it was never built. It was built in Dickerson, Maryland instead, across from the Potomac. So, but the C&O held on to the property because they paid a lot of money for it, and they continued to operate it independently until 1968 when the whole line was abandoned. But August 19th, 1958, 10 years earlier. That's a surprise, but a welcome one. That locomotive on the right there is probably one of the 70-tonners. I'm not sure which one, 56 or 57, but it's really cool to see these end cab switchers. Not very many of them left, and there were never really that many made, especially Whitcomb 75-tonners such as this one. I believe it was ex-Chicago, Rock Island, and Pacific. They had a number of these, but I'm not 100% sure. So anyway, moving on to the next photograph. These were all probably taken on the same day. This is number 57. Very sharp paint scheme, even in black and white. The stripes, the logo, Anyway, this road is a very popular road, especially for Northern Virginia Railroad enthusiasts, such as myself. So I just had to jump at it. Another clear photo at Alexandria. You can actually see the engine house in the background. as well as a few more of those outside braced C&O hoppers. Those probably hauled raw materials such as limestone, which were placed inside at a quarry near Leesburg, a place called Trap Rock. But let's see if the date's the same. Yep, October 19th, 1958. So these were all taken on the same day at the same place. But yeah, this is a 70-ton, 600 horsepower. It was built by General Electric, and this was taken on the same day. It's cool to see this. My guess is this is probably looking south, though I'm not an expert. Like I said, I haven't seen very many images of the Washington and Old Dominion Railroad's facilities in Alexandria. I've seen them in Roslyn, so I'm very familiar with Roslyn, but all of these were taken in Alexandria. So moving on. It's another picture of the Whitcomb, number 55. Oh, and this was a picture of number 57 and number 56, back to back. Here's a picture of number 55 at a side angle. It's interesting to see it in side angle, as many shots then and now are taken at more of a 45-degree angle from the locomotive, but I'm guessing that this was taken on the same date it was. Yes, it's always great when you get specific dates. Makes research and documentation a lot easier for everybody. But another clear photo. Very, very happy to have these in my collection. They turned out very well. Like I said, 10 years earlier means a lot rare, because the earlier you get, the less photos there are. That's just how it is for everything. So yeah, I'll give you one more overview, and that'll be it. So 55, Alexandria, Virginia, October 19th, 1958. Washington and Old Dominion Railroad, 70-ton, General Electrics, number 57 and number 56, Alexandria, Virginia, on October 19th, 1958. And then the last one, Whitcomb, 75-tonner, ex Rock Island, number 55, Washington and Old Dominion Railroad, number 55, at Alexandria, Virginia, October 19th, 1958. Thanks for watching.